Hello and welcome to the Building an Indie Business Podcast with SupremeRumHam. I'm your host, Alex. Today, I will be discussing Quora as a marketing channel. I will be discussing my experience on the platform, my stats for my profile on Quora, and if I think it's worth it or not. First, I wanted to discuss some general podcast things. The Patreon page, which is to support hosting and editing of the podcast, I've added another reward. So I record these episodes on Friday and I post them. They get released on Monday. So if you support the Patreon page, I will let you get early access to the episodes. Okay, so let's get into it. I spent 3 months answering 30 plus questions and I got 1,000 views, over 1,000 views. And all that resulted in, drumroll please, 1 click to my blog. So, yeah, everyone who looked at my profile, 1 person clicked on my blog. I've recently added a link to Breaker to my podcast, or to the podcast on my Quora page, and so far I've gotten 0 clicks from Quora to the podcast. Alright, on to my experience with the platform. First, I was able to answer easy questions and get views by answering those questions. Like my most popular question that I've answered, or my most popular answer is, how does Apple make money? I happened to write an article on this. So I summarized the article and I said, you can, I actually wrote about this topic and you could check it out here. I didn't provide a link, but I said the link is in my my profile. And so that was my most popular answer, and it's for me it was a softball question because I had already written about it. All right, then I started answering questions like that, and then people started to request my answers to things like how does your podcast make money? Or what would you do in this situation related to podcasting? And I answered those. And after a while, those kind of questions stopped coming to me or getting requested from me. And currently, people keep asking me questions that aren't even worth my time. Like, does Joe Rogan pay guests? I don't know if Joe Rogan pays his guests. I've never been a guest on Joe Rogan, and I don't work for Joe Rogan. So, is it worth it? No, I don't think so, because the whole purpose of me answering the questions was to get traffic to my projects, Alerts for CC, my podcast, my blog, and I'm not getting that traffic. But I will say this, that I have the potential to get that traffic because the questions will always be there and my profile will always be there. So maybe later one of my questions really catches on and I start getting clicks then. I don't know. I don't think it was worth it. You might have a different experience. I think there was just too many people already. I was too late to start answering questions. I do think it's a good way to establish yourself as an expert because people can have these same questions on Twitter and then you could link them to your answer on Quora on Twitter, and that way people on Twitter will start following you. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, tweet me, email me. I will post a link, or I will have a link to my Twitter and email in the show notes. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.